Here said Ravi to the beggar, dropping slippers in front of the old man. Wear these and don't come back. The beggar stared at slippers, hurriedly flung his towel over his shoulder, pushed his feet into them, and let muttering a blessing to the children. In a minute, he had vanished around the corner of the street. Now, the see muttering is to speak softly. So the beggar looked at the children. He was again overwhelmed by the act of the kindness which is being shown by the children. So finally, he hurriedly went from the place so that the slippers should not be taken back, and he got vanished. Vanished means he got disappeared, and he was not seen anymore. The music master came out of the house and took an appreciative took an unappreciative look at the three of them sitting quietly under the tree, playing marbles. Then he searched for his chappals in the veranda where he had put them. So music master's lesson was over, and he came out and he looked at three of them, Mridu, Meena, and Ravi, who were playing marbles. So he really looked at them in a way that he did not like their ways, or he did not like them at all. So he started, after looking at them just like this, he started looking for his chappals quietly, but he couldn't find them. So finally he had to call Lily. He called after a few moments. She just came running to him. Have you seen my chappals, my dear? I remember having kept them here, so I had just removed these here only, but I'm not able to find these right now. Ravi, Mridu, and Meena silently watched Lally and the music master, search every corner of the veranda. He scurried around. He ran here and there, looking for the railings, and crouching is bending near the flower pots to look between them. Brand new they were. Now just see, the music master was looking for his chappals everywhere in the veranda. He said that those were brand new, but actually those were not at all. They were really worn out, and moreover, the way they had been described, that they had got the foot marks that were really imprinted on the chappals, they could be seen. So it seems that they were not brand new at all. So he was telling lie. I went away to Mount Road to buy them. He went to saying they cost a whole month's fee. They were really expensive. They were really costly. Do you know? Soon Lali went in to tell her mother. Rukmani appeared. Now she came looking harassed. Harassed is as if she was really feeling ashamed, because the music master's chappals have been missing, and it was from their home. With Pati following her. Where could they be? Where could they be? It's really quite upsetting to think someone might have stolen them. Just one second. So many vendors come to the door, worried Pati. So somebody might have taken those, because the vendors keep coming at the door. So it might be possible that some of the vendors, or some of the one of the vendors have taken the chappals also. Rukmani caught sight of Ravi, Mridu, and Meena sitting under the tree. Have you children? She began, and then seeing they went curious. They were curiously quiet. So quiet, they were silently, and they were silent in a way that she had never seen them. So Rukmani wanted to ask these children whether they have seen the chappals, or whether it is so, if they have seen somebody taking the chappals. But when she saw that they were quite quiet, she could sense something wrong in their silence. Went on more slowly. Seen anyone lurking around the veranda? A sharp V-shaped line had formed between the eyebrows. It seems that she was getting angry. Another straight, tighter one appeared in place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. So otherwise, her expressions are quite pleasant. She's a happy soul, and but this time it seems as if she was getting annoyed with the children. Rukmani was angry, thought Mridu with a shiver, so she really felt afraid. She wouldn't be upset if she knew about the poor beggar with sores on his feet, she tried to tell herself. So, yes, Mridu could guess that Rukmani was really angry. Taking a deep breath, she cried, Rukmani, there is a beggar here. Poor thing, he had such boils on his feet. So, said Rukmani grimly. Grimly is now she was really, cold. So, grimly is she showed her cold attitude. So, what if he had sores on his feet? Then, turning to Ravi, you gave the music master's chappals to that old beggar who turns up here? Children these days, groaned Pati. So Pati also complained that these days children are getting that they have got really, mischievous. They don't have any sense of what is right and wrong. Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna who gave away everything he had, even his gold earrings? He was so kind and generous. Silly, snapped Rukmani. Rukmani means snapped is she spoke at once. So Ravi tried to protect himself by justifying his side, whatever he has done by giving the chappals to the beggar. So yes, Sama, you told me about Karan or Karana, who has given everything, who was in habit of giving or giving away everything to the poor people or the people in need. So you have just told me even he gave his gold earrings. uh, he was so generous, so why you have told about him? You wanted me to become like him. So if I have given the chappals to the beggar, you should not be angry. Silly, you are really a silly child. Karna didn't give away other people's things. He only gave away his own. So it was not so that Karna had given somebody else's things to the poor. It was his things that he had given. But my chappals wouldn't have fitted the beggar's feet. Ravi rushed brashly on. So he was just, he was giving his point of view, and he was quite confident about it. And Amma, if they did fit, would you really not have minded? And if my chappals would have fitted the beggar, so I think even then also you would have minded if I had given my own chappals. Ravi, said Rukmini, now very angry now. Go inside this minute. She hurried indoors and brought out Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals. These should fit you. So please put these on. I'm so sorry, my son has been naughty. The music master's eyes lit up. The moment he saw the brand new chappals, he really was happy, and the happiness could be seen in his eyes because they got lit up. He put them on, trying not to look too happy. Well, I suppose these will have to do. These days, children have no respect for elders. What to do? Hanuman incarnate, only Rama can save such naughty fellow. So yes, he compares the children to Hanuman, whom he considered to be naughty, and their mischievous attitude can be just tackled by Lord Rama only. Rukmani's eyes flashed. She didn't seem to like Ravi being called a monkey, even a holy monkey. She stood stiff and straight by the front door. It was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. She wanted now the music master should leave, and because she did not like the comparison that he had made by comparing Ravi to um, a monkey. When he had clattered off in his new chappals, she said, Mridu, come in and have some tiffin. Honestly, how do you children think of such things? Thank God your Mama doesn't wear his chappals to work. As he walked towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, she suddenly began to laugh. But he is always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals as soon as he comes home. What is your mama going to say this evening when I tell him I gave his chappals to the music master? So now the another incident, another the response or the reaction of Gopu Mama has really made her to laugh. Her because the moment he comes home, he is in a hurry to remove his shoes and his socks, and he wanted to come in his slippers and chappals to get himself into a comfortable, you know, state. So the moment he comes home, it was not known what Gopu Mamu is going to wear that particular day. So this was all about the chapter. This chapter shows that the children are really simple. They are simple at heart, and for them the world is either very good or it is good or bad. There is no in between. So thank you so much.